Hey, Simon Truth, bringing you guys another video. Yo! This video is about your freaking dreams. Take note to your dreams. Your dreams mean shit. Like, oh my God. Like, please take note of your dreams, people. Take note of your dreams, because your dreams mean a lot. Like... I'm laughing because like how crazy some of the dreams be, bro. Sister, like the other night I had a crazy dream. I had to write it down. It was so crazy and vivid, I wrote it down. And it happened after I was done smoking. And I noticed I made a song referring to going back to ashes. And I said it's bad like felony. And it's like, okay, you're burning an aspect of yourself to leave it high and dry. And then the ashes are left. You walk over the ashes. But you look back. And you're like, damn, I missed that shit. So you walk through it. So it's like bad, per se. And I was literally contemplating on that the other day, and I had this freaking dream where I had to save my innocence. And it was a symbol of a child. And it was taken by, I guess, the bigger man, the ego. I don't know. This man was holding my innocence, and the innocence was a symbol of a child, and it was a battle for my innocence. And I remember I burned it. You know, we were battling. I'm talking, it was brutal. Brutal. If I had to say one of the craziest dreams I had, it had to be this one. Because how vivid and crazy it was, right? And next thing you know, I don't even want to go too graphic because I might make a movie out of it. You know? It's like one of those movies where, one of those dreams where it's so fucking crazy, it could be a good ass movie. And how I was in it, it was crazy. And I remember I ended up having my innocence. And let's say it this way, okay? They had a cabin. Wasn't mine. But somebody had a cabin in the woods. And I had a feeling it was theirs. But I took it anyway. Going to the ashes. Okay. You just had to burn the bridge of going to this shit. Going through it. And you look back and you want to kind of sink in. Knowing damn well you need to get out there, right? This beast comes back 100 times harder. I'm talking... I made it out the first time, right? But for the simple fact that I went back, in a sense, it brought the beast alive. I was supposed to get out of that whole place, and I didn't leave. And it dawned on me, I'm like, oh, that's... When I woke up, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was so crazy. I pinched myself out of my dream. Like, I noticed in dreams... If I can pinch the fuck out of my arm in the dream. Like, while I'm in the dream, I'll bite the shit out of my fucking arm. And I'll wake up. I've been doing it ever since I was a child. Like, this happened in a dream, and it's getting wild. I'll bite the fuck out of my arm in the dream world. I mean, bite the shit out of my arm, and I'll wake up. Literally happened yesterday. This beast comes in. I mean, it's very vivid. Very vivid. And I still remember and see everything. And like, he came back. Was fucking shit up in that house. And all I could remember was, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. I already knew what happened. I was supposed to leave with my innocence. I wasn't supposed to stay lingering around. You know? And that was a big symbol to me. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, why would I get sent this dream? No, you got sent this dream because you burned bridges that you can't go back to the ashes. You know? I can't go back to the ashes anymore. That's over with. The ashes are the ashes. I'm not going to go back and fuck with the ashes. You know? And that's the reason why the beast came back. If I would have left, what was done. But the fact of the matter is, it's like, that whole place was old, and I was staying in the old. I was supposed to get out the new. You feel me? And I noticed that my innocence, he was running. And I did not want to, like, the dream was so confusing to me while I'm in it. You feel me? But looking out, I understood exactly what the fuck was going on. You know, and dreams, I'm telling you, dreams will tell you a lot about yourself. They'll tell you a lot about what's going on. Tap into your dreams. Like, my dream was so crazy. I'm over here, I'm still trying to integrate it. Like, I'm over here just everyday life, every other moment. I'm gonna keep thinking about that dream. Like, bro, that dream was crazy as shit. And I can use that in terms of like tobacco or the other shit. People, places, things. You burned it. Don't go back to the ashes. You go back to the new soil. What you burned is burnt. Why try to build something back up that you burned? Doesn't make sense. And I took that into a lot of things in my life. When you burn something and it ain't good for you, don't go back. When you burn shit, don't go back to the ashes. Meaning, when I'm done with the aspect of myself that's no longer serving me, I'm not gonna go back to that aspect. I don't miss it. That's how you hurt yourself. Like, I'm over here right now, I'm not gonna lie. Cigarettes, it's a little tough game for me right now. Just talking about it is like, what the fuck? But it's a waste of money. You know? One of the biggest wastes of money is cigarettes. You feel me? Cigarettes will waste your fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I peeped that. It doesn't necessarily fuck with your mental, but it fucks with your lungs. It fucks with your willpower of not smoking. Let's say you don't want to smoke. And you don't want to smoke, right? But you know what I'm saying? You have to. That's not fun. You don't want to, but you have to. Like, that's what cigarettes do. You don't want to do it. You have to do it. That's how the addiction makes you feel. Like, going out there buying your last fucking dollar. I was doing shit like that. My last few dollars go buy some cigarettes. Or, a black. That shit was fucking niggas up. Sorry for my French. Like, I just speak in a genuine way where it's just genuine to me. So, I apologize if I offend people by my language. I'm not here to harm or infringe in this conversation. It's just, expressive. But it was fucking me up, you know? Finding cigarettes on the ground, that's a whole nother thing. I think that would have been a key if I was, you know what I mean? Finding them bitches on the ground and then having a hitter. And then shit like that. But going out there buying that stuff, nah, it wasn't good. It was taking a lot out of me. And I noticed you can't go back to that old shit. That shit that dims your light. Because, it's going to be bad. Literally bad. Bad. Don't go back. Rejection is protection. Rejection is protection, people. Don't go back to those people that gossip. Don't go back to those people that low-key don't give a fuck about you. Don't go to those people that are miserable, that's trying to raise your energy down. Don't go to those people. I had that dream to, like, know what it's like to, like, think you good with people or whatever the fuck. I don't know, man. The dream still is fucking crazy to me. I'm gonna be real. That dream is still crazy. Like how vivid it was. Like, it was vivid. I'm talking three. What's higher than 3D? It was 5D. I would see that shit. It was so clear. It was 4K is what I want to say. Yo, that shit was 4K. And I can't even say I was scared. I was not scared at all. I was actually taking shit down. But it was the fact that I kept going back. I went back to the cabin. And I just took that in terms of like, you leaving this spouse. Okay, you know this girl's no good. You know she's no good. You know this intuitively. Right? But you go back anyway. That is, I can't say there's no good or bad, but the Most High will give you a tower moment on why you shouldn't have did that. You know? The Most High, your true divine guardian angels will try to tell you shit, but if you don't listen, I mean, it's your fault. That is your fault. So you just got to be worried about that, people. Don't go back to your old ways. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be real. If you like, don't go back to the self that destructs you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Things that really are like, yeah, fuck that. But I noticed, that's why I'm like done buying cigarettes and all that stuff, because I did not like that. I did not like that experience. Like, I loved it in terms of it was a war. I'm talking. Dude was fucked up. Dude, I mean, the thing wanted me to fuck him up, but he was trying to fuck me up, you know? So it made no sense. We were both trying to fuck each other up, right? We were both trying to fuck each other up. But he wanted me to, like, man, I'm going to make a movie out of it, guys. I'm going to make a movie out of it. It was so crazy to the point where it kind of got me on the lost of words, you know? Like, it was fucked up. Not like I got fucked up, but the scenarios. Like, I wrote that shit down a whole page. As soon as I woke up, I wrote it down. That's why I might make it a movie, just because it was so crazy. And it's going to be symbolic because the dream was very symbolic. Okay, check this out. Just to tell you what the reason. The man that I killed in the not killed, but in the dream, you know, there was this beast. It was this man in the dream in the cabin. This was his cabin, okay? And it's like he kidnapped this kid. I don't know what's crazy. I rescue him. And I ended up holding the cabin down. That's a no-no. I was holding the cabin down, and next thing you know, he transformed into a beast. He transformed into a big-ass beast. And this beast, it's hard to beat. I'm going to be real. This is a big beast. You feel me? And I already knew I didn't have the energy. I had the energy, don't get me wrong, but in that dream it felt like I had nothing left and I wanted to get out. I didn't want to go through it again. You know what I'm saying? I just was like, fuck it. I didn't know what was going to happen to my innocence. I'm like, bro, fuck this shit. I'm getting out of here. And I bit the fuck out of my my hand. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm not a fan of that. Meaning, like, I already knocked this guy out, and then he transformed into a beast. Then I'm like, I pinched myself. I got out. I didn't like that. I mean, I didn't like the fact that, like, it meant a lot. I know exactly what it meant. Don't go back to your old self. You know what I'm saying? Don't go back to your old self that fucks you up. Don't go back to your old self that fucks you up. Maybe hit some shit here and there. Like, if you can maintain cigarettes and not fucking smoke them every second, I'm not gonna lie. Like, one a day, you probably be alright. But if you gotta constantly smoke and it becomes a chore, that's when you know it's not good. Everything in moderation. I'm not going to tell you not to do shit, but I will tell you, dimming your light down is a no-no. And if it's dimming your light, it has to get out. Because you're not here for a long time. You're here for a good time, meaning quality, not numbers. We live in quality life, not numbers. Numbers is an illusion, so you want to just live the quality and not just the quantity. It doesn't make sense. You want 50 eggs that are cracked, or you want that one egg that's whole and pure. You feel me? That's how you want to do it. Don't get me wrong. Some shit here and there, you good. Like, I'm all about moderation. But if you're out of that and you're leeching towards shit, that's when you know you got to take a step back, people. Like, it's not really hard to do, but you just got to be ready for it. You got to be ready for it. But give me 1 second, guys. Yo, I'm back. But yeah. Oh, man. It was a crazy dream. Whew. And then, I got another thing. This might be a podcast. I knew I was going to do a podcast. Because it's like, I haven't done a podcast in a long time. I used to have guests on my podcast, but something telling me I had to clean my energy. And I just don't know who to call in for podcasts anymore, if you know what I'm saying. So it's like, I'm using my discernment. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? It gets to a point in time where you just like, you gotta see things for what it is and not with rose-colored glasses, if you know what I mean. That's for all things. So that's why I'm like, I take a step back and reassess things, you know? But I wanted to do a podcast. And what was I just going to talk about? Oh, yeah, synchronicity. I noticed that the Most High, your true divine guardian angels, when you're on your true light path, you'll be sent so many messages, YouTube videos. It knows what you're linked to, so it'll try to talk to you through videos, through other people. So you must, I'm gonna be real, YouTube is not a bad platform. I've learned a lot of shit on YouTube, meaning not like there's certain little signs that I got, and I'm like, oh wow, that's what's up. So you just want to be aware of the signs and synchronicities around you that the Most High, when I say the Most High, it's that infinite source that births all creation. It's not necessarily God. It's the essence in the God. It's the essence. That true essence is the Most High. In my terminology, people call it God. I mean, you can call it what you want, but I call that the Most High, and it will yield to you certain things for you to look at. Videos. I'm talking about videos that are correlated to the current situation. Like when you tapped in, that's what you're gonna get. You know? And I noticed another thing. If you have order in your life, meaning like sacred order, meaning you're doing things out of discipline, doing certain things in a pattern that builds up the purity aspect of yourself, you're going to start seeing more of your protection everywhere you go. You know, I don't even like to talk about what be guarding me, but let's just say this. I'm going to give you an example in terms of like an experience, but this saying how it will be for you. Let's say cardinal, fox, bat. Okay? Cardinal, fox, bat. 3 of them. When you're on your true light path and you're doing the work, everywhere you go, outside, even when you look out your window, you're going to see synchronicities of where something's watching you, like an animal. An animal is watching you. Like, I've seen some crazy shit. Like, I don't even want to speak on it because it's sacred to me. I don't like to speak on that type of stuff. But I will say from experience, once you stay on that true light path, you will start to notice that you have protection. Your protection is your true divine, your divinity. It ain't the physical. The physical is just a manifestation of the spiritual. So what that means is spiritual first, then physical second. You know what I'm saying? So that protection is real protection. The protection out here is an illusion. It's like the prescription medicine. It's really not doing shit for you, unless you get some shit that really does something for you. But you know what I'm saying? Like Tylenol doesn't heal the ache. It just numbs it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, what was I just getting at? I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, you start to see these. Oh yeah. It's an illusion. Like, it doesn't do anything. If anything, it brings more. So let's just say, you're going down the street. You're going to see a fox run across the street. That ain't a coincidence. He was watching you. He was watching you. You didn't know that, but he was watching you. Then you go to the store. You see a bat. Okay, you end up seeing a bat. And then next thing you know, you go in the woods, then you start seeing cardinals. They're watching you. And then you go on YouTube. You start to see gorillas. And let's just say you're in Texas. But you're connected to them gorillas. Even the animals that are far away from you are connected to your divinity. You know? So let's just say you're connected to the gorillas. And you all the way in Texas. Those gorillas are protecting you. Because people don't know that animals are spiritual as shit. The animals ascend. People don't know that, but like a gorilla, them gorillas going to ascend. Those gorillas have identity. Those gorillas ain't just out there not doing shit. Those gorillas are smart as shit. We're not on that scene. But they're powerful. They're powerful. That's why you really can't wash up them gorillas, because them gorillas are spiritually protected. You just can't go in there, motherfucker, and think you can just run up those gorillas. Those gorillas will fuck us up. Even though we got weapons, those gorillas are protected. Even though they may sneak and try to get one, but trust me, you getting a gorilla, the Most High don't be playing when it comes to like protection. I'm telling y'all. So let's just say somebody think they're gonna get this gorilla. Something's gonna happen to that guy that got that gorilla. It's real shit. Cause and effect. So when you're protected, and it doesn't come from the physical. It comes from a spiritual sense. So I'm just letting you know that your protection comes from the spiritual aspect of self. It doesn't come from the physical as much. Like having 20 guns, 5 grenades, a bazooka. Like what? Like I'm just letting you know that is not protection. That's energy. You just like, now you're opening a reality to where you feel like you gotta use a fucking bazooka on somebody. You know what I mean? I wouldn't, like, if it ever got to a point where it get wild, okay. But for aspects of just strolling around, you're going to attract a frequency to where you're going to have to use that bazooka. Because it's always on your mind. You know, where energy goes, it flows. You know what I'm saying? So if your attention on there, energy's gonna flow. Like, man, I got this big ass bazooka. I'm ready to use it. Just talking kind of weird with it. Next thing you know, you're gonna have to use that big ass bazooka. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to be wary about that. The protection lies from within, and to start yielding that protection, being pure, abstaining from things, letting go a lot of foods that hold you down, letting go a lot of people that just aren't really doing nothing for you. You're going to notice the protection getting stronger. You're going to start to see it more and more and more and more and more. You know? And that's where the protection is. It's in your guardian angels, the Most High, and the animals. It's them animals out there. They be protecting you. Like, it's crazy what I encounter. Like, that's why I have to talk about it, because I've seen it for myself countless times, you know? And it's gratifying to see that. The same animals. The same animals. They follow me. You know? And it's gratifying. I don't like to talk about certain animals because I feel like it's sacred. You know what I'm saying? It's a sacred thing. So, yeah, it's pretty cool though. And I noticed they send you energy. They send you energy. You gotta be receptive to it, but they're gonna send you energy. They're gonna send you vibes. But yeah, you just wanna stay pure out here. That's the whole name of the game. Stay pure and abstain from a lot of the things that hold your light. Like, let's just say no fap. Don't make no fap a lifestyle. You know? Staying pure. Even for the women out there. You know? No fap is for women too. I feel like as though staying pure, abstaining from sex builds her energy as well as his. You know? It's the same. Just hold from that, and you're going to start being more pure and pure. Because that is essence energy. That builds your essence up. Creates essence. Can create life forms. It's manifestation energy. So you wouldn't be worried about it. Don't want to abuse it. Be sacred and pure. You know? Stay sacred out here, because that's where your protection is. Your protection isn't how many guns you got. Your protection is how many knives you got. Don't get me wrong. If you feel as though you really need it, you're in a terrible ass neighborhood. I'm talking, you're in war type shit. That's a whole nother story. Because, like, there's places and situations where it's like you have no choice but to use certain things like that. But everyday life, I'm telling you right now, it's a spiritual realm before it's physical. This place was yielded. Is yielded by the internal realm before it's external. Before it can make it here, it's on the spiritual realm. You know? And that's for anything. So that just goes to show you, protection comes from the spiritual realm before it's physical. It's not physical, then it's spiritual. You don't get protection by locking yourself in a house. No, your protection is being pure, lighthearted, light. You know? Real light. Purity. Gotta be pure out here. Just telling you straight up. You know? It's going to be, I mean, you just gotta make it fun. Make being pure fun. If you make it fun, it's going to be fun. You know? Don't make it too hard for yourself. Like, abstaining from things, because it's supposed to be fun. And moderation's key. Like, if you have fun, like if you like smoking weed here and there, like every other week, and you're one of those people that can maintain, by all means, do what you do. But if it's an underlying issue and you know it, get it out of your life. Stay pure out here. You know, abstaining from having sex with a lot of women and men. Let's just say you're a woman, you're having sex with men a lot. Be pure. Hold it down. Build up that goddess energy. You know, by you keep having sex, woman, your purity level is going down. Meaning, like, especially if it's not sacred sex. I'm gonna be real. Like, your energy can tell when you're just doing things off the rip and just meaningful. So, purity level is gonna go down. Same for the male. The male's always watching porn, purity level's going to go down. But let's say if the male had a sacred woman, probably ejaculates once every month with his woman. Okay. That's cool. But let's just say this nigga doing this shit every day. 4 times a day. Oh shit. There's an issue with that. Your purity levels, you know what I'm saying? But with your woman, that's your woman. That's your divine queen. And you're sacred about it. You're not stupid about it. You know what I'm saying? You do it in moderation. Even a month, like 2 months, like you can have relations with her without even doing that. But it's all about the purity level. You want to stay pure out here. You do not want to lose purity because that's when you're losing protection. You know? Losing purity is losing protection. And now you need 40 guns. Those people that are dense, those people that don't believe in themselves, they probably do need protection. Insecurities, low self-esteem, they don't see it. They don't feel it. Therefore, they don't have it. So that's why you see a lot of shit going on because a lot of people don't believe in themselves. They don't see shit. So that's why you see what you see. Don't be so involved with what goes on with other people because they're in their own realm. They're in their own realm. Don't get me wrong. Everybody's in their own little field. And you attract things to your field. Things that aren't supposed to be in your field won't come to you. It's when you be on that frequency, it comes to you. That's why you see certain people win the lottery so many times. And you see the other one don't win it all the time because that dude believes in himself. And the other one doesn't believe in himself. It's the same. You know? Just want to be aware of that. Just be aware of that. But this was 30 minutes, you know. It was a good little chat with you guys. You know, definitely come back here and drop another video because I got to drop this other video. But you guys have a good one. It's Shaman Truth. I'm out. Peace.